Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Tekkit Classic with Jack Orb.
Hello.
We are finally back to fix the factory, or to actually maybe build it is the first step.
Yeah,
Are you?
we were in the middle of building the octagonal area below the volcano.
Yes. And I do believe I finished it off stream. However, I also do believe I encountered some problems, which I attempted to fix.
Hmm.
The
Yes.
These can all of these can be powered from beneath, so that's not a problem, but I do believe to ensure no mob spawn we have to lift everything up level or light everything up.
So does lifting it one level make it bright enough, do you think?
I think so because I basically just went on the Minecraft wiki and checked how light does it need to be to avoid mob spawn and how much light does lava give off.
Hmm.
So, and also yeah, monsters do spawn, look over there. Even this isn't perfect. Yeah. So, I will have to figure out what to do.
I'd suggest lifting it up a level in that case.
Yeah. And that's some more work to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Note for self. Now, we do not have nearly enough resources here. But we could also just dig up the floor, the current floor.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make some markings to remember where it's going to be. And then we can get to work throwing everything I spent probably an hour or two doing.
We can. But it's probably a lot easier to just build on top, because destroying it as well is
Yeah,
double the work.
true. Oh. Although these lamps do have to be torn up. Yes, I do want to keep those. I had to go out and hunt out squids to make them. Terrible.
They deserve it.
Do I deserve to suffer because I had to go out and hunt them?
Well, I don't know what you deserve, but the squids deserved it.
Ow. Please leave me alone, sir. Sir. These skeletons have no manners.
Hmm.
Right. Okay, so... Right, once we've made the floor, and hopefully it is at a level where mobs will not spawn.
I
I'm...
suggest making a section of the floor on that level first and then testing it.
Possibly. Right, I can do that. The best... I'll just have to tear up the lamps around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really need... if monsters do spawn here, it's going to be such a pain in the arse to work here. Right.
Well, I am going to start figuring out what layout the factory needs to have. So, how many machines and kind of where they need to go.
Yeah.
So, I am going to make that with science. I just need to find an open space to place it.
Science.
Yeah, signs.
What is this,
No,
the
that's
Middle
right.
Ages? Why is everything so light here compared to the rest of the place?
Considering we are making great rings of power, I suppose it's the second era.
Huh?
Of Middle Earth.
What does that have to do with the light?
You asked if this was the Middle Ages.
Ah, yeah, I did do that. Before I asked the other question. I just realized that the area I'm working on might not be too good since there seems to be extra brightness here for some reason.
This area has the bigger space, I think. No, it doesn't. It's the same. Huh. I don't know.
And also this area is beneath, like, the edge of the caldera or whatever. So if anything, it should be blocking light. Not to mention that it's night out, so it shouldn't be light anyways.
I think maybe actually this floor would be the best place to plan it out, so
Huh?
I think this floor will be the best place to plan out my signs.
Yeah. Right. If we want to test this area, we're now going to have to leave and yeah, or at least start working on the other side of the platform.
Yeah, that's what we have to do, not leave. We need to see if it works.
The only main issue is that if they spawn on the lip and then jump up, it could be misleading. And I know the mobs are just dying to ruin our testing. Let's see. More basalt bricks and burn more rotten flesh for more of it. Just burning the mob drops I pick up along the way to make more bricks.
Yes, you have your thingy thing.
My portable bing bong, yes. Transportation tablet. Right. Also, need to tear up these lamps on closest to the build site. Whee. Oh. That's one thing I'm going to like when we start playing the Jaffa Factory mod pack. The building gadget. No more tedious.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
The voiding is a very dangerous tool.
Well, I don't need to use the void tool all the time, but the copy and paste, that's the shit.
I am worried by you saying all the time. Indicating that perhaps
I mean,
you will
when,
still use it
when-
many a time.
well, I mean, sure, me using the void gadget might be dangerous, but fucking hell, that doesn't look good. Look. The spiders on the ledge.
Oh, interesting. Looks so
Wait. No.
I really wish that Tekkit had the mod that adds a red cross and places like that.
Yeah.
But sadly, it does not. I think it didn't exist yet.
No. This was before they invented mods.
Yes.
All of Tekkit is just Minecraft made from the ground up, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
If things are really spawning over there, then we're in the trouble.
Indeed.
Although, they spawned over here and no that. No, it isn't completely uniform. For some reason, it seems to be ever so slightly lighter here. The only thing I can think of is if the fact that not every lava block above is source could be the.
That could very well be it.
But if that's the case,
Alright.
it's going to be nigh impossible to fix that.
Give me the lava amulet. Let's see if I can force this shit up, as they say.
No, you can't, because you can't source a block that's already lava. That's why it looks so ass, because I couldn't do that. Like those two lava lakes outside the volcano that I've made. I had to make a separate pool, fill it up with lava, bucket the lava out, and fill it into the pool.
Interesting.
Like the only thing I can immediately think of would be to use the red power pump, if that even can transport lava.
No, let us not use the red power. If we try to do that, we will somehow manage to drown our entire base in lava.
Have you got no faith in me?
When it comes to the red power pump, I'm not sure I have faith in anyone.
Damn. I mean, it's not that dangerous, come on. The output will be at the grade as long as the grade will fill up each level, and unless there is some confusion with diagonal blocks, it should not fill anything outside the volcano. And once we see like it's starting on the second level of lava, then we can just stop it and possibly skim off the top of the lava.
You have a lot of faith.
I believe in the red power mod, even though it proves really difficult in some regards.
No, we will not use the red power pump.
Yes.
Alas, I really don't trust it. Let's see.
I love that this factory floor is now going to be 3 blocks wide at some points. Or thick, rather.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, spider. Beneath me? Spider. Spider is somewhere, but I don't know where. In that case, it doesn't matter where it is. What do you do?
I'm just working on something.
Oh, come on. I know the basalt bricks aren't exactly worth much, but I still feel like we're putting quite a bit of EMC in this floor.
Well, I mean, each battle is one, so not really.
1 times 1,000.
I'm sitting here looking at a stack of 6 dark matter, each worth 140,000.
Yeah, and how many layers of the floor can we make with that? Maybe more than 2? I mean, probably more than 2, but...
We could probably make a lot of floors with that.
So, a number much greater than 2.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well then, now we're starting to do real science by just guessing.
I do not know the width of the floor you have made, but even if one floor requires 1,000 blocks, which probably does, let's even say it requires 2,000 blocks, which maybe it does. They are still enough for like 70 levels a single dark matter.
Right, so the floor is made in an ish hexagonal shape with the from one flat side to one flat side about either 30 or 28 blocks. That can be simplified into a square, cut off the corners more or less, or some corners with a size of who knows what, and ouch, I forgot I haven't got the amulet on me.
If you need it.
No, I just accidentally hit the ceiling and touched the lava.
Oh, right.
Because you have the ring, but that's why
Yeah,
I
I
have
do.
it.
And I'm giving you back the amulet.
Thanks. Hey, thank you. Now I can finally be safe. Should I accidentally poke my head into the lava again?
There is no safety, I'm afraid.
Not when you're around, no.
Indeed.
Ow. Quit it. Here we go. How do you get up there? Oh, there you go. You know what happened today, or early today?
Not really, no.
No, I was at uni because, you know, we had a meeting. We were planning an event where we have been preparing 6 dunks of wine, which the students are just going to be straight up drinking for like 7 to 9 hours.
Why?
Because alcoholism is fun when you're a student, I suppose. And, well...
I beg to disagree, but okay.
And after that, we went to the office where they apparently were holding a cabbage eating contest.
Because of course they were.
I mean, of course, why not? They've already had a contest where they ate ice cream, ate bananas, that one I was actually part of. And one where they quote-unquote ate beer.
That... Right.
Right.
I don't understand students.
No, because you don't hang out with them.
They're weird.
Anyways, the contest was like, it was pretty fun just watching like a bunch of people trying to eat like a giant head of cabbage. So there were two main methods. One was eating it like it was an apple, just biting into it, tearing out chunks. And another was tearing off leaves and then eating those, which I understand is easier. But the interesting part was at the end, because they had 10 minutes, they all started with like, they weighed the cabbages just to see how much they weighed, and afterwards they weighed how much was left to see how much they had ate. The first person who measured, they had apparently only eaten 14 grams of the cabbage in 10 minutes. Which isn't a lot. Oh shit, that was wrong. The second person had eaten, I believe it was about, 53 grams. The third person had eaten, 36 grams. But the interesting, shit, I made the wrong material. The interesting part was when we got to the end, and because the fourth person had apparently eaten negative 44 grams of cabbage.
That is interesting.
Yes, which was very confusing because they moved the weight around trying to see if something was wrong, but everything seemed to be fine. So for some reason, they just not eaten any cabbage.
Oh,
Apparently.
tasting lava here is a nightmare.
Yeah, it is. And then the fifth person, they had eaten a whooping negative 380 grams.
The thing where you can actually place the lava is so tiny.
If you're looking straight down, yes. If you're, or what are you using?
Buckets.
Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, the fucking, there's corners, they're small so that you can make it through.
Yeah.
But yeah, so one person had eaten like negative 380 grams, which is amazing. I believe we were visited by cabbage Jesus.
I want to be in a calorie deficit.
Yes. But the winner had actually eaten a positive amount and eaten about 120 grams. Somehow.
Wow.
So cabbage eating is dangerous work. There were actually blood drawn.
You are a maniac over at that university, you know?
Indeed. That's what happens when you're physics students.
Wow.
Don't you do anything fun down in the south? South of West Hampshire?
I mean, not that I know of.
Why, that's right, you don't take part in any of it. Oh well. Maybe you should take part so that you too can become a cabbage eater.
No, thank you.
What? You don't want to eat cabbage?
I'll eat cabbage in my own time.
Oh, not a speed eater, I see. Right, our floor is almost done. Hopefully we will not have to raise it another level.
Yeah. Yeah, placing the lava is nigh impossible.
Indeed.
It is just so annoying to try to hit the corner blocks.
Honestly, if you have to do it like that, I'd say it's almost not worth it.
At this point, I think it would be easier to place a layer of block placers pointing down over every single lava block, giving them a bucket of lava and telling them to place it, than it is to actually manually place it.
I'd disagree. Do you know
No,
why?
I think that would be easier.
Because
I won't do it, but I think it would be easier. So therefore, my solution is to just give up on placing lava source blocks.
Good. That was
Yeah.
fury.
Take some lava.
I love lava.
Good souk.
Soup. Right, let's see, yeah. Burn this for basalt brick, then we burn this iron for more basalt bricks. And we're about to finish the layer. Hopefully this will work. Otherwise, we'll just light it up with, I don't know, more lava.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just have lava raining down from the ceiling.
Yeah. OSHA would like us, but what are they supposed to do?
I don't think OSHA exists in this universe.
Oh, but why do I keep getting invoices from them?
I don't know. How do OSHA even know we're working here? We aren't registered as a company.
What do you mean? We are Modo LT, what was it? Limited.
As in, our workers get limited pay?
I guess, yes.
Damn.
If you call no pay limited pay.
I mean, it's severely limited.
Shall we finish this as well?
The wall?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I guess we can. Ah. Making the corners is fun. Wait, where does this lava come from? What? Oh, I think you misplaced the lava when you were working upside. Okay.
There are no mistakes, only happy accidents.
Okay, bomb. I guess it's... what do you say about beating the devil out of it, though? Oh. Might as well just
Well,
walk
to
in.
that I say that, who is really the devil? Do
You?
you see the devil when you look in the mirror?
You might.
Hmm.
As for me, I don't see anything in the mirror.
A vampire.
Perhaps I thought I was going to be able to just ignore the zombie, but it got me.
Doing the top layer of the wall is going to be a bit annoying.
Why? Wait. What? Oh, why are we making the wall? We don't need the wall. Or not necessarily. Because what I was thinking was we could just make a giant hole around it. Make a bottomless pit beneath it, but I guess we could have a wall.
I think a wall looks tidier. The bottomless pit, I feel like spiders are just somehow going to find a way up, even if we make it so spiders can't find a way up.
But they can't cross the barrier and get onto the platform and... Oh.
Don't ask me how, I just feel like it's going to happen.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Tell me why. Oh.
What's the next lyric again?
I ain't never wanna hear you say.
Ah, yeah, that's it.
I won't put it that way.
Never wanna hear you say,
I
want it that way.
It might not
I
have
only
synced
know
up with
that song
you.
because of Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh yeah. Yes. Actually, linking up the top from the inside should not be a great issue. Come to think of it. Because when we are on the inside, we can simply use covers.
Yeah.
Like that's easy to fix.
You're right.
I mean, I can just get
But
started on that.
there is even an easier reason for it.
What? I mean, yeah, that works.
The lava won't go out because there are of course blocks on all the sides.
Now just be careful you don't break the wrong cover block.
Wouldn't it be cooler to have lava be the walls?
How do you suppose we contain that? Actually, well,
But we just have it dripped out and then we have a like little
okay,
edge of
as
those
long as
small
we have a
blocks.
ditch that catches it, then yes, we can do it for most sides except for this one because this is the wall outside.
But then again, now we have already built the wall,
Yeah,
so
that's also the thing. Like,
I mean, we could let the top layer be lava.
yeah, let's back it. Why not?
Is it design genius or laziness? You decide.
It's laziness.
Yeah.
This is what it means to waste your life. Don't do this. Get a degree or something.
Hmm.
Oh, hang on.
Isn't that what you're doing?
Yes.
Hmm.
And you see where that's led me.
Indeed.
Well, that's... It's better than the first 11 options on that one news article I read today. Part of a
Oh,
student newsletter, so you know, not entirely serious, but... fuck! No!
I take it lava has entered the premise.
I don't like this. I don't like the fact that lava doesn't disappear.
Hmm. Yeah.
Just get off! Get off the ground, you bum! Jesus Christ.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior?
No.
Then you should read this book I have.
No. Don't burn the basalt bricks. I still need them to clear the rest of the lava. Ah, there you go. Alright, now I just need to get back inside. And actually delete the correct piece of it, or corner. Affection.
Perfection. Oh yeah, doing the corners is annoying.
Hmm? Well, yeah, yeah, depending on how I did the top, it might be more or less difficult. Like, when the pattern is repeating properly, it's not that difficult because you know what you're supposed to do, but when it's a mess, yeah, you have no idea. This wasn't designed to be removed later.
Yeah.
But unfortunately we are.
Yeah.
Right, now what? reached a point where I'm not entirely certain what I am supposed to remove.
How philosophical.
Who am I?
You are the farmhand.
And I'm Javier. Nah, this isn't good. Right. Great. Whoever designed this needs to be fired.
You're fired.
Yay, finally. I am free.
No, you're just joking. I wouldn't fire you.
Aw. No rest for the
I
wicked, as they
value
say.
your work way too much. Who else would be willing to do all the plebeian work?
No one.
Exactly.
I wish there were unions in this universe. But alas, the Pinkertons exist in this universe.
I'm afraid Saruman is the only one with unions.
The Union of Evil Wizards?
No, didn't you see how that orc middle manager talked back to him when he talked about more work?
But my lord, it's contract, it says in the contract they're not supposed to work anymore. Exactly, yeah. And then Grima Wormtongue came in and said, Joe Obama. I love that part of the movie.
It's truly poetic.
Finally, thanks. Please fix that.
I don't have any basalt, so basalt's
Yeah.
bubble will have to do. Oh, cool.
Oh. No, that doesn't work. Yeah, that works. Great, now we actually have a factory.
And no mobs have spawned yet, so...
Yeah, they know.
I think it might work.
It might actually work, yeah.
As I move the torch. Or the torches.
Torche.
Oh, this area is a bit...
Well, yeah, that area is a bit problematic. I mean, I think we can have torches just like in general around the walls, but...
Yeah, we can maybe place interdiction torches every few blocks.
Yeah.
To look cool. Oh, anyways. Should we begin to plan out, like, factory layout?
We definitely should. That's why we're here.
Okay.
To suffer. Right, so...
Yes.
I think we should split, like, the production of the rings into separate parts. Like, there should be one part that actually makes the rings, and then different other parts that make the components of the rings.
I mean, let's take it from the base. So, here, first of all, around this area, we make the one ring.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's just a automatic crafting table.
Yeah. Most of these are automatic crafting tables, so...
Yeah.
Let's just play science before we do anything else.
Yeah, also I need these for my creations.
Okay, so...
Although they're not expensive, I
we
can
need 5 different components to make that. So we need red matter. So if we then make red matter over here. That's red matter.
Yes.
And we also need the 4 rings. So, like, fly ring. And we should wait.
I mean, what we could do...
We don't need to make 4 rings because some of them are recycled, right?
Yeah. We only need to make 2 rings.
Which 2 do we need to make?
I believe it's the flying ring and the ignition, because I currently have on me the 0 ring and the ring of gardening or whatever.
Okay.
But if we're going to do this,
can
I
you-
think it would be better, like, if we have the one of the each of the rings on either side instead of having the red matter.
But the rings
necessary.
use a lot of the same ingredients.
True. But
Right.
spaghetti is fun.
Red matter should be on the same side, to be honest, because it uses dark matter, which is used in both rings.
Yeah, we'll have this in the middle, and that's just the factor line expanding out
Yeah.
of the hexagon.
Somewhat good. Yeah, no, sure. Let's have 1 ring at each side.
Because, like, yeah, the ring both of the ring uses, like, the metal rings. They could be fed from somewhere else. 1 line splits into 2.
Yeah, so fly ring. Okay, so on one side we have the fire ring, on one side we have a fly ring.
Yes. Oh, I don't think it matters much, but we should mind that the floor is
Lava?
the floor is divisible by 2, not by 3. Or
I know,
it's
but we
it's
are...
even, not odd.
Listen, this is a large room and there isn't really anything to mark the symmetry in the room anyways, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
Okay, anyways, okay, so let's then do red matter here, because then we have it in the middle.
Yes.
And then dark matter further down here.
Because, like, red matter is just dark matter and our Aeternalis field.
Yeah, and then Aeternalis fuel down here.
Yeah, we could just have, like, the entire, like, whole line going straight down here.
I think so, because that's needed both at the end, at the side, and at the side.
Mhm.
So, fancy coal, dark matter, red matter, 1 ring.
Yeah. And, yeah, so all of these machines are just going to be, like, fancy coal, 1 automatic crafter. Dark matter, 1 automatic crafter. Red matter, 1 automatic crafter.
Fancy coal will not be 1 automatic crafter because we need to go through the whole coal process.
Oh yeah, so the Aeternalis fuel should just be the entirety, you mean?
I think that we should just, in a row, have all of the automatic crafters for fancy coal right next to each other.
So just a line of automatic crafters.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, and we'll have coal pumped in from, like, another part that makes the coal.
Yeah. So the coal enters here, and then it goes down, and then dark matter is sent in all 3 directions, I believe, because if I look up ring...
I mean, all the rings require some amount of dark matter, yeah.
Yeah, ring of ignition. Okay, it also requires Mobius fuel, so we need to divert some Mobius fuel as well, but that's easy enough.
Oh. Let's see.
And then flint and steel.
Yep, that's iron and flint.
Yeah, so if we just have that, like, in this area. So.
Yeah. Like the components for the firing, we make around the firing. Also, hang on, there's one thing I just realized.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait, that was another ring that appeared. Okay, the Swift Rules rending game does not require bows, does it? That's the Archangel Smite, isn't it?
Swiftfoot's Rending Gale requires feathers, dark matter, and band, I believe.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's this Archangel Smite that requires the bows.
Yeah.
For a moment I was like, wait, do we also need string? We haven't thought of this.
Wait up.
Yeah, okay. Then everything's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
anyways.
but if everything for the main ring is going to be down this direction, can I just have the machines creating like extra machinery and basic stuff that will lead on this side of the pillar?
Sure.
Great, because then I'll start planning that, because the plan was to make block breakers, transposers, and possibly another thing I can't remember exactly what.
How are we planning to make flint and steel again, or flint and iron?
So this is the piston machine.
What was the method planned?
Hmm?
For flint and iron, method planned.
Flint, we can mass produce stone using the wonderful machine known as a cobble gen. We can crush it up into flint, and then from there, I believe we could turn it into flint somehow.
Okay.
Or
So
crush it up into
in that
gravel
case,
then.
I'll just make a sign down here. Flint from cobble.
Because
And then they said I will do that.
Can we?
And then steel. How are we planning to make steel? We did discuss this a lot because we considered villages.
Let me just check the board, because I feel like I wrote down something.
Yeah.
But I'm not entirely certain. Let's see here. Make tree farm for charcoal, iron from you matter.
Okay. So
No, nothing there.
that's fine.
Yeah. The only problem is the
just
coal from you matter bit, but we'll hopefully find a way around that.
iron you.
But
Okay.
gravel can't be created also wrong. Why do you get sand when you measure it cobblestone? Okay, so I have no idea where we get flint anymore.
Okay. That's a problem.
Flint from you matter? I don't know.
I don't think there's a way.
Can't even find flint on this list. I might write there. Flint can be macerated from gravel. Gravel cannot be created. Let's swap this tab away from this thing and over to UU matter. UU matter can make a bunch of boring stuff. Chisel stone bricks. Why can it make that? Stone,
I mean,
wood,
worst
wool,
case
this.
scenario.
We can make flint
We
using the
just-
UU matter.
Okay. In that case, I guess flint will be UU matter as well.
I love how much stuff is just made from UU matter. I am definitely
Yep.
not upset by this.
Definitely. Anyways. Ignis. Ring.
Oh.
Right, and then it needs dark matter, but that's fine. And then it needs iron band. So, iron band. We should probably make. If we make the one ring a little further up, so more like here. And then we make iron bands at the very back, because then that's next to all 3 ring locations. And then the iron band just uses iron from UU, so that's fine. Right, we can make iron from UU at multiple locations.
Yeah.
All iron doesn't need to be made at the same locations. Like, we can make iron over here, we can make iron there. But at the same time, might be pointless to make iron over here if we're making iron. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, iron
We can
can
think
just be
about
pumped
that.
around. The only thing I'm not certain of. The problem I have realized with these pneumatic tubes is that they deposit at the closest location from the start.
Yeah. Yeah, so then we should make iron at multiple locations.
But that doesn't. As long as like there is a point that is exactly in the middle between them, then we can jump into a chest, transpose them out, split into 2 different places. So it's possible, but it's a bit of extra work, and we'll have to plan out the machines from that.
Well, we're just marking out the places we need iron, so.
Yeah.
And then we'll of course have the fire amulet here, which means that we don't need to refill or think about lava.
Let's see.
Okay, so that's
I was
the
planning to
Ignis
deploy it as well.
ring,
Deploy this prime cell
and then
quickly.
Swift Rules Rending Gale. Swift Rules Rending Gale is even simpler because it just requires full feather and dark matter.
I need to...
So we have the dark matter over here already. So we just need a feather farm.
Let's see here, automatic crafting table. And then the automatic crafting table Mark II. Each of the 6 sides faces broadcast space already. Output at the top. Okay, great. Let's move these guys a little further back. Because now... No. In order to actually get this to work, they need to be spaced out like this. Because now it's equal between them, they will actually get equal amounts. And also I need a transposer, so... Red power!
Red power.
And also, since these aren't made of redstone, I'll have to... It's fine, I'll figure it out. Was that the correct way? I can't even remember. Where did I put the levers? There they are. Wasn't there an item you could use to configure these things so that they actually pointed the correct way?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I think it was, but it's not here, it's back at the base.
I can't remember such an item, but there may very well be.
Let's see here. It wouldn't surprise me if I made it consider that with, yep, the screwdriver. Something you would almost always need something to configure these blocks to, because making them point in the correct direction at first attempt is nigh impossible.
You need the sonic screwdriver.
There we go.
Call the doctor.
I don't want to, it's expensive. There we go.
This isn't the United States. This is Mordor. I want my troops to be healthy. Everyone gets free healthcare.
Oh, really? Damn.
Boss.
Boss?
Well, what do you think? I'm not a monster.
Ah, you're not... this is only Mordor, not America. It's a good place.
Exactly. It's Mordor, not America. What do you think?
Born in America is cringe. Right, okay. This machine creates pistons. It plops them out, puts them into other machines. Then I just have to configure what each machine does. Right, so I was going to make 3 machines. I was making the deployer, the block breaker, and the transposer. Let's make this one be the transposer, which is this. Also need some planks, which I can just grab from here.
Anyways, I have sort of finished the planning over here, if you want to take a look.
Okay.
So, we start over here with like the basics. So this is the most complicated step, the coal step.
Yeah.
Because I also believe this is like pretty much where we make diamonds.
Mm.
Like next to it, because we compress coal for that.
Yes, the plan is to compress coal into diamonds.
Let's just set up a sign for diamonds right next.
Now, the creation of diamonds is a bit tedious, but it's not impossible. You'll need to compress a coal chunk, which is made by obsidian and compressed coal balls, which is just coal and even more flint.
Yeah. So we need obsidian for it?
Yes, obsidian, however, we have a way to make.
Alright. Then I'll just leave these signs as the vague they are.
Yeah.
And then we'll set it, because this is more than big enough an area to set it.
It
But
should
anyways,
be.
that goes into dark matter, which then goes to both rings, and also further down to red matter, which then goes to the one ring. And here we have iron bands being produced, which goes to all three rings.
Hmm?
No, wait. The one ring doesn't require iron band, does it?
No.
Well, anyways, the iron band is still in the middle because both other rings need it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the ring of ignition. So, over here, we make flint with UU matter. And then we presumably also make iron with UU matter over here.
Yeah. How would...
I'm still sort of tempted to try and make an iron golem farm. It's like...
You remember the problem we had last time, right?
I do.
I don't know if that is feasible.
No. But we plan to make iron with you, but I think I will look into if there are any other ways, because it's so boring to have both ingredients be made from UU. It's like the...
Not to mention the wood, unless we fix that, it's going to need to be made with UU.
Doesn't the wood farm you made semi-work?
I mean, it semi-works, but it has to be scaled up, or...
Yeah, let's just make tons of those.
Yeah, okay.
That feels a lot better than using UU.
Then are we going to need to do some proper terraforming, because we're not planting like these tree farms out in the beautiful countryside. We need to tear everything down, place down a bunch of basalt blocks, and then have it upon there.
Yeah.
Good.
Anyways, and then over here, this farm is of course a lot easier, like, ingredient.
Yeah.
We need the feather farm.
Yes, which... Did we decide we were going to use chickens?
Yeah, I think we're going to use chickens. We had a few problems with like getting the farm to properly work, but I think we can get it to work and properly cull the chickens.
There isn't any like sound muffler, is there?
No.
Because in that case, I almost feel like we should just have the feather farm at the bottom of the pit.
Yeah, I was going to suggest the same thing. Just have the feather farm at the bottom and then transport them up here.
Indeed. I want to hear that.
The fire ring, and then we have the fire ring, and they all combine at the one ring.
Yes.
But the one ring is of course actually crafted up here for thematic purposes.
Yes. What do you mean? So, you mean everything is going to go together and then get transported up here, or?
Yeah, everything will be transported for the final step up here, I'm thinking.
Okay, because let me just... Let's say this is the crafting table we use.
Yeah.
If each row is fed in by a specific side.
Yeah. So there are only 3 different items we need to feed into it. Because
but that will mean 3 holes. Because we can't have one fill up before the others.
But that's fine. We make 1 hole at the side, 1 hole back.
The main issue is going to be getting it through the pillar, because... Or assuming we are
I was thinking that, just transporting it through the pillar.
I don't know if it's thick enough to contain 3 of these
We can always thicken the pillar a little bit, that's fine.
Yeah, there are surgeries for that.
Yeah, exactly.
So that makes this now the deployer. The deployer is just a chest at the tip. Which I, of course, do not possess on me currently. There we go. Right, I need to just remember how I was going to do the limiting for the production of these things, because, you know, I need to limit it. I can't just make infinite amounts. Oh, and also this system probably needs to be hooked up to the cobblestone production. because it needs all of these machines need cobblestone. And I need some sticks. Easy to make. There we go. So let's just feed these machines some more iron, see if it like somewhat evenly spreads out the machinery. Oh yeah, that's... I hate making timers!
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it seems to more or less evenly spread them out. Good.
Yeah, it does.
So, then they also need to be, let's see. The second row is from the south. So I think I'll feed in all cobblestone from the bottom. Because that's easier to hide, I guess. So all of these will have cobblestone in the second row. Redstone and... it's fine. But what's the deal with this row of the red signs? Oh, that's where the... Oh, never mind. It's the bottom row, which is south, and I thought south was down, but south is of course south and not necessarily down. There we go. So they got cobblestone in from the bottom. The only reason it's red is because that's where the buckets are returned if it needs buckets. Does any of our stuff need buckets?
No, I don't believe so.
Yes, we only need regular coal for the coal ball. No. Yeah, no, I don't think any liquids are involved in this process except for in the obsidian generator. Right, so all machines need redstone. I'll figure out where I insert redstone, it's not too difficult. Yeah. Oh, this is fine. This is a decent start. So this machine is going to need pickaxes, this machine is going to need chests, which is why they are placed like they are.
I definitely think we can conclude that monsters don't seem to spawn here.
Yeah, they don't seem to be spawning. That is correct. Yeah, okay, so this one creates nothing. This one doesn't need anything. I've definitely messed this up. The one that doesn't need much special should definitely be at the tip. Go pop that in. This one should be making transposes. So this one needs chests. Chest will be fed in here. Here it'll be feeding in pickaxes, which will require an extra component because it needs both iron. Right, so yeah, we'll have to figure out how to do this because we have to limit to some extent how much we make of these things.
Yeah, I mean, it should theoretically limit itself to a full chest, right?
Yes. So we are just going to assume that we'll have enough materials for a full chest. Because let's take the block breaker for example. It requires an iron pickaxe. There's a stack size of 64. 64 times 10 to 27 times 3. That's the amount of iron you need. That's too much. We can of course limit it by like filling every slot except one, so we'll be limited to a stack. And in that case, yeah, we can have it be output limited, because then it'll just be 2 stacks. The stacks, at least I think, possibly only a stack in one. I'm not entirely certain whether this thing only creates. I think it actually only creates 1 in the output until that one is removed. Yeah, it definitely seems like that. So
I mean, like, yeah, we don't need a full chest, but it's
yeah, we can have it be output limited.
we
So
probably should.
in that case, like for now, everything will need to be fed through chests until we set up a proper system where we can have it be fed from somewhere else. So
Yes.
this thing will
Straight
need.
from the teeth.
Yes, the delicious teeth. Since when we'll be dealing with wood, it doesn't really matter the amount. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, does this even work? I have no idea.
Huh.
No. So there is a limit to how close machines can be.
Right.
So this machine will make sticks because we need sticks. Then this will be fed in here where it will be making pickaxes, which will be fed further along. Right. And all of this is going to have to be connected to multiple probably timers, although I think I'll try to limit it to at least to most one timer, because I don't know if you have noticed it, but I feel like the ticks are struggling a bit.
I haven't noticed. No.
Right, so since this machine will make chests.
If the tick's already struggling a bit in Tekkit Classic, that worries me about how the server would perform if we use create.
There have been optimizations, I think. But yes, you have a problem. I don't think create is a particularly demanding like mod pack or mod. But then again,
Maybe
the entire mod pack
all
might
the mods together.
be.
Well, we'll figure it out when we come to that.
I'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Yeah.
Right, so this machine is also going to need wood. That's the only one that actually needs like base wood. So question is, how shall we get that pipe over there? The easiest possibility is of course just doing this.
Right. That is the easiest one, yeah.
Now, yes, as I said, wood isn't really a resource we will struggle with, I don't imagine, so I'll just be making it en masse and pumping out as much as we need. And also, we can limit how much these guys fill themselves with. Like, there's only going to be 9 pickaxes in storage once it's done producing. And although it could theoretically be 9 stacks of wood, if we fill it so that there's only 1 open slot, it will only be 1 stack of wood.
Yeah.
So that should be of no concern.
1 stack is probably enough, yeah.
Yeah. Then we do Wapo. Wap. Now. Ah, shit. No, that's right. Must remember. I'll put at the top. For some reason.
Right. Oh.
Yo. Now we grab a stack of. Did I bring a stack of wood? Well, I mean, I brought a stack of rubber wood, which is. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. I need. I didn't think about that. Because the crafting recipe is going to be wood specific, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we'll just have to keep using rubber wood, and I'll have to replace everything that requires it.
I just gave you a bit of jungle wood.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, I
Yeah,
need...
some jungle with logs if you need.
No, I'll have rubber wood because that's what we'll actually be making, you know.
Okay.
We're not gonna change up the entire factory to use jungle wood. You know how annoying it would be to produce that?
Don't worry, we will just send a bunch of automated machines to chop down the jungles.
Yeah, let's make the turtles. That's not gonna be a pain in the ass.
Yeah. We'll make them and send them specifically to the jungles.
Let's see, I need more of the... I'll tidy this up at some point, but... Or maybe I won't, no. Fuck you, I will not tidy this up, this is how it'll be.
Yeah, I mean, this is the underbelly, like this is the factory. It doesn't need to be particularly tidy here. It's all automated.
So then this is going to take in the rubber wood. In here. Turn that into planks. Spread it out through the factory. This one makes chests. This one makes this thing. This one makes that. This one makes this. Should add transposers. Then again, I thought I made enough transposers. Hang on, where is the transposer machine
It
made?
did, in fact, not make enough transposers.
Right, so this one
I like
needs...
how I'm not really doing anything, I'm just watching you do stuff.
Yes. Make your little plebeian machines, yes.
Is there anything I should be doing now? Like,
I mean, you could start, like... You could make, like, the simplest parts of the production line and start planning that out. Because, like...
I don't really think there's much of a point in starting that before you have automated the production of the machines needed for the production line. Because otherwise I'm just keep going to be lacking the things.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, I had the realization.
Uh-huh.
The redstone. It also needs to be added to this amalgamation.
Oh, great.
Can you get me some basalt brick covers?
Sure. Let's see.
Also going to have to use a bunch of this. Right, so, output. I mean, assuming we don't take everything at once, all of the machines can just be directed into a single output chest.
I mean, yeah.
And that would
That's
definitely be easier. So.
Yeah.
Thanks. Because I'm gonna need one here. Here. Here and here. So, that's the output. Then the input of redstone. No. Ain't it beautiful?
Indeed. A work of art, I dare say.
Right, then we add this. Plop it out. I ran out of cables. How did I make these again? Is there any brass left at the base or have we used it all? Because that will be fed in there. And then I can just, for simplicity's sake, have the chest be there.
I can't see any brass. What chest will it be in?
The red power chest, the one at the end.
Right. can't see any brass in here.
I see. I will have to make more.
Brass. Oh, I can take care of making more brass.
It's out of cobble. There we go. Great, so this chest will now contain the redstone. I'll have to figure out which line that one enters so that I can fill it up with some garbage element, probably glass. I can also just, for the moment, do this so that I can actually test the... That... Yeah, I placed it the wrong way. Oh boy, I'm going to have to double test everything to see if I did it the correct way. Right, redstone is added to this line. Fill that line with glass. And a stack of redstone. Run it again. It runs into that line. Fill that line with glass. A stack of redstone. Run it again. And it runs into that line. Fill it up with glass. And finally another output redstone tube for now. I'll replace it later. And it goes into that line, which is perfect, because that's where I already placed the redstone. Okay, so now all the machines that require redstone are stack limited to only hold one stack of redstone at most at a time.
That's good.
Right.
Here you go.
Ooh. Thank you. Now grab the rest of the glass and make cubings. Right. Now to think about things. How many of these machines have I set up correctly? Nearly none of them.
Wonderful. A masterful gambit.
Indeed, indeed. These ones I cannot set up correctly anyways, I'll have to use a screwdriver. Please. There we go. Oh. Okay, I know that one, and then I think everything is correct. Now, as for running these machines, how should we do that?
What do you mean?
Because all of these transporters needs to be powered in order to actually activate and force output.
Right, the redstone signal.
Yes.
I mean, we could just use like redstone tubes.
We could.
I think that would be the easiest way, to be honest.
Then I'm going to need more redstone.
Right?
Let's see, I can maybe make enough redstone for now. Let's see it. And then the annoying part is of course that I'll have to replace the entire current tubing, but that's fine. And also the other annoying part, this all has to be hooked up to preferably one redstone timer.
Yeah, that is a bit annoying. Well, at least it's only one though.
Yeah. Which is good because I hate making it. I hate making it.
Yeah. Alright, here's a bunch of redstone.
Thanks. Oh man.
Career away.
Got something to deliver. Your hands only.
Seems to be a letter.
Why?
One of the funniest things about Skyrim Anniversary Edition is how they introduced a bunch of new quests, but they didn't pay any voice actors, so it's just a bunch of letters all the time.
I mean, can you imagine paying voice actors?
Couldn't be me.
Cringe. Oh, no, no.
Oh no! I just saw on stream what you did. It's sort of funny hearing your reactions and then seeing like a little later why you made that reaction.
I don't even remember where it's supposed to go.
Oh.
Oh, now I have to... Damn you, Steve. That's also the wrong wood type. Life could be a dream if I could take. Now where do these things go? Let's see. The really annoying part is that it seems that when I remove piping, it for some reason removes the covers, or pretends to remove the covers I've set out. In some cases it
That's
pretends to, but in some cases it... I don't get it.
I'll come over there for a look.
Right, so... Yeah. But it isn't like really gone, it's just hiding for some reason. Like when I break this, cover disappears. Place down another one to reinstate it, and it...
The copper didn't disappear for me.
Oh.
So now there's a cover here and a cover below it. There are two covers on top of each other.
Yeah, because when I try to that's when I try to place down a new cover so it's actually working again. It just says, "Oh, you already have one there, loser."
Yeah.
Which is a bit annoying because that. Voila. Why?
This is very strange.
You know what? Just leave it alone. Leave me alone with my pain. Ah. What happened there?
I have no idea.
Alright, so, there we go. And, there we go.
What?
What do you mean?
Why is it now unsymmetrical?
Because I'm an idiot. There we go. So now I have to put pipes.
Well, at least these don't have covers. At least for a while.
For the most part, no. But for some parts, yes. Ah, what a nice little comment. How dare they? Disappointing. Alright, let's see. Output. And then once it's activated, it doesn't need any redstone with poly input, and I think we're done.
Yeah.
Now we need a timer and to hook everything up.
Indeed.
Which unfortunately means I have to make a
timer.
timer.
I have to make a timer.
Then I will leap over my machinery in the meantime. Maybe I should actually start by filling up the machines with the proper materials so that it can actually work. Let's see, this machine takes the wood, feeds it in here, makes wood, spreads it out. This one... I mean, let's just have it be input limited as well for the sake of it. I'm gonna need to make a bunch more glass. Let's see, turn a... Ooh. Quite a lot actually. Let's see, turn glass. Brick, brick. There we go. So this one receives no more than a stack. There's the ghost of a spider here haunting me.
Did you murder it in cold blood and it is returned for revenge?
No, it's facing through the ground. Right, so this one makes sticks. Did I have enough wood to work with? Again, this is the wrong type. Why is it even here? Most of this doesn't belong here. Alright, put this there. See this, all again, a lot of incorrect materials. Hope that was the correct. See, this is where the wood... There we go. Take most of the wood. I actually take all the wood because I need to... Now I need to test where does this wood end up in the individual machines. And of course it all goes to one spot because why wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the gods hate me? Why wouldn't they punish me for my hubris? And after this, it heads off here and ends up in this row, which we immediately fill off. I mean, as long as it's input limited on like the first machines, the rest are that uses said resources isn't going to matter.
Yeah.
Or no, actually it will. It's at the end it needs to be resource limited so it doesn't matter at the front or at the back or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually more correct, yeah.
I'm an idiot.
No, no. Oh, no.
Why? Oh yeah, that one won't work because this one won't work because they're not at the correct position, because why would they be? There we go. I love covers. There we go. Up, 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 up. I believe that works. That one pulls in a lever, nor a stick. It goes up the top. For the pickaxes it won't matter because it will only have the opportunity to fill with 9 anyways, so I'll ignore that. I'll limit the maximum amount of pistons because expensive resource.
Sure.
Let's see. Ow! If I... Ow. Let's see, has this been... Next one? Oh, thank you. Now it goes in here. Ah! You made a lot of them.
I don't find them annoying to make.
Well, maybe they're annoying when you make them one a pop and then all of a sudden you need one more.
That might be true, yes.
It might be that the annoyance is entirely on my part.
That might be, because it mostly just melt a bunch of stone twice and adds redstone.
Right, okay, problem, let's see here. First of all, what in God's screen earth has happened there? There we go. That should work, hopefully. Now, input of wood, because...
Don't you have the habitat on it?
I have so much I need on my hotbar that it's not on it permanently anymore. Right, and then this one also needs this wood, so it goes in the back. Then we flip the switch once more. And it goes on top. And then it's chest ones, because of course that one also needs to be tested. There we go. Again, yes. So, you know, sometimes you just don't remember what you're actually supposed to be doing with your life.
Yes, indeed.
And then you end up in my situation.
And then you end up playing Minecraft on a Thursday afternoon.
Yes. Right. So, it immediately ate the chest. Oh, there comes the other one. Nice. Great. Okay, then I think... And I just fill the final chest with enough glass to fill everything except for 3 slots. And it's time to hook everything up to the timers. Oh. Oh yeah, the iron should probably also be limited. Because maybe having 9 stacks of iron isn't necessary. Okay. So,
Maybe.
remove this one, and...
Oh! Hang on, I just got an idea for how we can make iron without Yuya matter.
Oh!
Philosopher's Stone. So we can make the diamonds via the coal and obsidian process, and then we can unmake the diamonds into gold and then the gold into iron.
You have a point.
That definitely feels like a better process than just using Yuya matter.
It sure does. Oh yeah, that's right. For some reason I need to swap into iron at every middle point for these pipes. Yeah, I'm sure overflow of the pipes isn't going to be an issue. Let's ignore that.
Sure.
So that's connected to this. These pipes with the boosting need. Oh look, we've already made one of each.
Oh.
How did we activate the top one? Wait.
I
lot-
don't know.
A lot. Oh, they seem to. Oh yeah, they're activated because these pipes are being activated, which even though they don't connect to them like logistically, for the purpose of redstone, they do. So they power them. Now it seems to only be this section that doesn't really work. At least based on what I can see. That means everything has to be plugged in and turned on.
And then this one. Wait.
Again,
Oh, no,
it's connected by
oh,
this
yeah.
one. So now all I really think we need is to
connect the base resources.
Yes. Currently we have the redstone connected. We have the iron is connected, it's just empty. The wood is connected, just empty. So basically the only thing we really need now that isn't connected at all is the cobblestone.
Yeah.
Now, cobblestone...
In that case, I think we should just quickly make a cobblestone generator, and then I think we should call it for today.
Already?
I mean, we have been playing for 1.5 hours.
Yeah, I don't think that's too much.
Well, it's not too much, but it is a decent amount.
Okay.
And I'm sleepy.
Okay, that is a good reason, you know what? I'll grant you that.
Alright, let's see. What was the block we need again for cobblestone generators?
Block breaker. It's being made here.
Yeah. Oh, it is being made there.
Yeah, that is the purpose of this factory. I built it to make block breakers. And transport
What is
systems.
my purpose? Making block breakers.
Because all of these machines will be vital for the mass production of the tree farms.
Right.
So, I'm going to go grab more iron and wood. And redstone as well. Just all the resources we need to...
Where do we place the cobble gen?
I don't know, the input has to be through the bottom, but it can snake around however we please. Let's see, give it 2 stacks of iron. Let's see, we do not have any wood here, but we have that underneath. We have a decent chunk of rubber wood. Your purpose is to be burned unethically. There is no hope, there is no God. Yes, the chest manufactory is actually going to be the thing consuming the most wood now that I think about it. Which is also a bit of a problem. You know what, I'm going to just hook up one of these restrictor pipes. Because honestly, this really is the last thing that should be... All the others should be filled and the excess can go to chest production. Because if not, it's really just going to steal all the wood until it's full.
Yeah, I've connected the cobble generator, now it just needs the redstone signal.
Right, yes. If we do this, then I don't have any more redstone on me because I put it all in my bag. Is it a singular for one for now?
Yeah.
Could possibly be wise to add at least 1 or 2 more, but...
Yeah. We don't have that many block breakers, so...
No. They
Not
should
yet.
be made more of once they start getting the cobble. And that's
Yeah.
also the problem, because this is the last one in the cobble line, so let's just... I have plenty of cobble on me, let me just fill it up.
Yeah.
Like, we got a bunch of cobble from excavating this area.
Wait, should these pipes be activated?
The one you're standing on?
Yeah.
Oh, I was pretty sure they were.
I can't see any movement.
No, they aren't, you're right. Now, that's easily fixed with a single piece of redstone.
There you go.
And they get all the redstone they need. Now it's starting the...
Yeah.
And good, it's good to be emptying my bag of all the useless cobblestone I have on me.
It's even better to actually be able to finally automate the process of making these machines.
Yeah. Like, these machines are so much more useful than the Realcraft versions.
They are.
Like, the Reds, unless you use the cobblestone engine for virtually everything, it's going to be so tedious to extract resources. And that would also, of course, cost wood. Here you just have to have a fast enough redstone pulse. And this isn't even at the most, I just put it at half a second because I don't want to overload the server.
Yeah. Should we place a world anchor here?
Yeah, probably. I mean, speaking of overloading the server.
Then again, we don't have that many resources in the chest, so maybe not the point right now.
No. Like, let's see, what does the block breaker production need? You need more pickaxes. Why isn't it making more pickaxes? Because I forgot to, I haven't filled in more iron yet. There we go. Now that's fixed. Look at them go.
Oh, yeah.
So now we'll be getting more block breakers. So that we can slightly, or I don't know. We might not really need to upgrade the cobblestone production beneath that much actually. I'm not entirely certain. Actually, maybe we do. Yeah, I think we do. But why is this one not producing anything anymore?
The cobblestone production might go up if we disconnected from the network as a whole and instead have a separate
The one for each?
a separate timer. Because we want the timer to the cobblestone to go as fast as possible.
Yeah, you're right. There we go. Now I don't know why isn't the... Did I do a mistake here? Because it doesn't seem to be producing any deployers. It isn't... Why is it not getting... Oh, I forgot.
What did you forget?
There is a certain machine here that also requires iron. And its name happens to be the piston.
Ah, yeah.
Hang on, let's see. Yep, there we go. Feed it the iron. Then again, prepare to... Yep, now it's making... It's making pistons so fast that I can't fill in the... I don't know where the iron is, so I don't know where to fill.
The deployers also wasn't working because you hadn't put a piston in the middle of the crafting recipe.
Yeah, that was because I removed it because I removed it just to reset the recipe, and then I realized there wasn't any pistons there.
Ah.
So now it's working. Why transposers aren't being made? Because that's one I haven't actually filled with a shit ton of cobblestone yet. And the cobblestone system isn't working anymore because I disconnected it from the main line. Ooh, that's the wrong one.
So yeah.
No. There we go.
It needs a redstone in between.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. Because that one was being affected by the one above, but it doesn't seem to go the other way around. So that's good. Now again, it's going to take some time to fill the rest up because it's starting with the first one, and the entire system has stopped because I think we've ran out of iron. We have ran out of iron.
Well, the system works at least.
The system works. There's just a bunch of stuff we need to do. Like, the problem is the iron, because we really need quite a bit of iron.
Yeah.
And it's expensive. Like redstone, we have a bunch of redstone because I mined a bunch of redstone. The iron, we actually do have a bunch of ores, we just need to process them. Should we maybe make a setup that automatically processes ore?
We probably should, but I think we'll leave that for next time.
Yeah. So we leave off with this monstrosity.
I think it's beautiful.
But why? I still don't get the ghost spider.
Oh, that's simple enough. It's there. Mobs have a tendency to glitch through flaws in this version.
There's still one there, hang on. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, so the factory is actually, you know, become a sort of factory.
It has, yeah. So next time we should probably start setting up this then.
Yeah. Yeah, next time we should just feed the machine a bunch of stuff whilst we work here. And then once it's done, we should probably have enough machinery so that I can, in the meantime, start flattening out the world outside and place down more wood farms.
Yeah.
Which I'll have to make by hand.
We are getting close to finishing the factory.
Yeah, we're close to getting the factory to work, but I still think we're going to be a while of actually having any decent outputs.
We probably are. But as like when we get the factory itself to work, that's like the hard part done. Then it's just to scale up the ingredients.
Indeed.
So yeah, I think this is going well.
It's going swimmingly, my good sir.
Indeed. Indubitably.
Quite. 14 block breakers, 14 deployers, and 6 transposers. Do you know how many tree farms that will make?
Like 1?
Yes, approximately.
0 maybe?
Approximately 1.
Yeah.
So this machine needs to work some more before we're able to do anything there. Not to mention... God, I'm going to need to make a bunch of sequencers as well, aren't I? Pipes. There's so much work for these tree farms. There's gonna be a sequencer per, there's going to be plenty of redstone tubing. Let's just end it before I get to the existential. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Oh no.
It's okay, it's okay.
God have mercy upon my soul.